little bit frustrating. Okay.
Huh?
Jabber. Man, I'm here with Vinny. Vinny, personally, I have to say your performance here at the Abu Dhabi was absolutely amazing. So the finishes you did here were, man. Please just tell me, what do you think, man? What
honestly, like, I'm really like happy with my performance, like in this tournament. Like, you know, a lot of people like don't know me because I'm not, especially like in the grappling world, they don't know me because I don't compete like in, you know, the Brazilian Nationals. I don't compete like in the Pan Ams. I don't compete in the Worlds. So most of people don't know me. So when they see a guy who came from the Ultimate Fighter, they're gonna be like, oh, that's just another MMA fighter trying to be like a grappler. And so
well, let's tell the world real quick. I know for a fact you are a world champion Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Depends like how you see, you know, because I want as a blue belt, I don't want as a brown belt, like a weight class in an absolute. And then I wanted the no-gi division as a black belt. So people just consider the black belt as a world champion. So I won in 2007. So I'm like a world champ as a black belt. At least once I was.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and you know, but many people don't know that. So they just know guys like Xander Ribeiro and Brother Steamer. Of course, those guys deserve more than anybody else. And so you know, I think that was good for me to show like a little bit of my face in the grappling world. So I'm really happy with my performance. Of course, you know, when you take like third place, it's like, you know, you're just the best loser. I would say like that, because like the second place, he leaves the tournament like losing, and there's no chance to leave the tournament winning. And the third place.
But as we talked about, like you said, you do not compete like the rest of these guys compete. So for you to come here, being straight from MMA to the grappling world, you got to be very impressed with your performance, man. This is a different training for you than what you're used for.
Definitely, you know? And honestly, like I'm training for my upcoming fight. I'm fighting in Lance Evans in 4 weeks, so that's what I've been training for. I've been training my kickboxing, boxing. I'm doing grappling like twice a week, even though it's like MMA training. So yeah. I felt like I was in great shape for a grappling tournament, and as you saw, like I did pretty well. You know, it's I wasn't the best. I wasn't the best, of course. I wasn't the best. You can tell by the result. But I did pretty well. I'm happy to, you know, to beat those guys too. You know, I beat a lot of good guys. Like King Lisa was a really boring match, but I beat King Lisa, who was a, you know,
you did a flying armbar on Pedro Pablo,
who's a Abu Dhabi world champion, definitely.
That was the best submission of the tournament, man.
They didn't give me any prize though. I was hoping for
that was
at least a couple grand.
In my eyes, that was the best, man. I think that was.
And I put on a flying armbar, and you know, they didn't give me anything though. So
that's okay. But where from now, man? Just gonna focus on your MMA. When are you gonna fight in the UFC?
I fought twice. I lost twice. So they cut me like about 3 or 4 months ago. I'm not sure. And I'm hoping to go to like Strike Force, maybe fight in Japan.
Beautiful. Man.
And maybe one day go back to the UFC, because you know that's where all the fighters want to be at. So I'll go back to the UFC. I just need to get some wins under my belt, and I'll be back to the UFC for sure.
Man, thank you very much for being here, Vinny. Everybody really enjoyed your matches. I'm looking forward to seeing you in your next upcoming fight.
All right, thanks. Can I thank my sponsors?
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank Combat Clothing and Tap Out Training Center, and of course like Eddie Bravo, who's like a friend of mine. He helped me out a lot, like, you know, to improve my grappling game, especially no-gi. And you know, thank Kimonos from Brazil. So I'd like to thank everybody who supported me for this tournament. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.